I'm so ready. I'm ready. I'm so ready that I haven't turned the lights on. That's how ready I am. That is how ready I am. I'm so ready that I didn't even hit the record button. I've hit the record button now because I'm ready. You know, I'm so ready that I've also forgotten to hit this button here, which makes other things happen. So, you know, I'm not Cragord. I'm not. Okay? Okay? Are we good? Yeah? Yeah? So, oh, right, there's one more light. There's another light. Haha. Being late when you're sitting there is bad. No, I'm not just sitting there, right? My computer crashed again. Oh, got a patron in the makerspace who is, yep. So if you drop out, that's all good. That's all good. It's all good. Ooh, okay, right. So let's stop hitting the desk. Let us do the thing. Hello and welcome. This is the Tuesday time slot. No, it's not. Hello and welcome. This is the Thursday time slot on a Tuesday because life. It happens. So, we have got all the joys of me being tired, drinking copious amounts of coffee, and Tinkercad. Once again. Right, so, let us make sure that things are reasonable. Right, where are we? I need to check in on a thing. Go to that one. And then let's go to here. And let's see if the things are working. Are the things working? The things are working. Good. Good. Right, I'm going to move this down here so that in theory I can see what you all say. And I'm going to do another. Not going to tell anyone that we were in Discord. I mean, you can tell people that we were in Discord like 4 minutes ago. It's all good. You can also encourage people to join the Discord because, you know, Discord. I don't like that Discord is Discord, but, you know, Discord serves its purposes. The tiny windows. Tiny windows. Is Grant still streaming? I have no idea. Probably. Live chat. No one will believe you. Everyone knows that Discord is real and isn't real and can't hurt you. No, Discord isn't real. Grant is 3D Musketeers. He's been doing a Core 1 conversion with the Founders Edition of the Bontech Index. He's the bloke that didn't steal my kidneys because he's silly. He had a perfect opportunity to steal my kidneys and didn't do so. Right. Tinkercad, let's log back in. Let's log back into Tinkercad. He's 13 hours into a Prusa Index install. Yes, he is. Verifying, stay signed in. Boom. Okay. And then So yes, he's been having a lot of fun doing that. Like, we've been having a lot of fun with our Prusa Mini to PrusABlok conversion. And we are at the point where it's the electronics enclosure now, I believe. Because electronics encapsulation is the stream title. So we can get on with that. We can get on with that. And on that note, I need to make sure that my browser windows are working. Oh, they're not. Why would they be? Why would they be? Why would my browser windows work? Transition. You know, someone had an extruder. You know, someone had an extruder not being used anymore. I'm having a lot of fun writing PrusABlok swamp quests at the moment, rendering out the parts list icons to make the parts list. Ooh. I still need to finish printing PrinterQuest. Eventually. Eventually. It will happen. Print out PrinterQuest on the PrusABlok printer. Because why not? So, but yeah, I've forgotten to ask. How is everyone? I am so ready right now. Yeah, so ready. How is everyone? Yes, you do. Start the next print right now, you slacker. Let me just clear this debris. Put that back in place. Get the bed scraper. Get the brim off. Eh. Meh. Right. Control home. Please home and don't crash. Please home. I've not been treating the Construct C1 nicely recently. Whew. It's had several crashes with the Revo hot end. I think I mentioned not last week, the week before, that it did not nice things to itself. If you can see that angle, yeah, it did not nice things. So, yeah, yes, you've got to print some PrusABlok, Cragord. You need to print PrusABlok. It is a good construction toy. No, it isn't cheap. That's like 30-something currency units to replace the Revo. Ooh. Sorry. I'm just gonna go back to this. I've ran out of sugar. So I've put honey into my coffee. I've never done that before. I don't fully know how I feel about it, but it's not that bad. It's not bad. So I'm going to be trying that again. Yeah, no. I like the shelves that you're printing. I have no idea what they're for, other than probably just shelves. It's natural sugar. Yes, it is. It is. Try a pat of butter next time. No. Also, hello, Alex Waverley. How are you doing? If it's local, it has health benefits. It is local honey. It is local honey. So, yeah. I'm not trying a pat of butter. That sounds vile. I like caramel as a sweetener. I don't drink coffee, but I like the extra caramel flavoring in my root beer. Hmm? Yeah. Okay. Right. We need to find the step file for the... We need to find some form of file for the Prusa Mini mainboard. So if we go source, mechanical parts, no, not printed parts. Actually, yes, we can go source printed parts. We can go for Z bottom .ipt. Oh, because they use something that's not that. Right, STL Z bottom .stl. That should be. That is. Haha. It's for my little one's toys things that I have printed out for her. Nice. Okay, so it's for print. It's a toy shelf. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Whoop. Let's import the STL that we just downloaded. Huh. The shape mesh is too complex. Well, you flatter me. Go away, alarm. I've still not turned that alarm off. Honey is antibiotic and anti-inflammatory. You could slather it in wounds. You could slather any wounds in the stuff. Yep. Helps keep allergies down if you suffer. That's the reason why I picked up the local honey. Right, so we need to switch to... We need to switch to the Prusa slicer window. So let's just do that. Do that. We need to import the base, the Z bottom that we just downloaded. And then we're going to simplify the model by quite literally cutting it. So where do what do? Right. Where can we cut this? We can cut it here because we don't need that part. So object B, we don't need to keep that. We need to keep object A, perform cut. Whoops. Place it on its face. And then we are going to simplify the model. I didn't transition, so you can't see what I'm doing. I'm curious, Doug. Do you have an American accent? And how's it sound? That Doug or this Doug? Do I have an American accent? I don't know. I don't think I have an American accent. I do know that I am probably overemphasizing words, but that's because I'm presenting. I used to rock a passable Aussie accent, according to Alex. I should say, have you ever tried an American accent? I don't think so. I would need to find one to listen to. That did not simplify. Simplify model. We need to go down to lower detail. Apply. Have I ever tried on an American accent? And then let's no. We can export as an STL. Mini Z bottom trimmed. Coincidentally, Simplifying the model has made it look printer blocky already. Right. Distractions. Let's go back to Tinkercad. Bloop bloop. Transition. Oh, it works. And let's re-import. Choose a file. Why is that model too complex? Like, where is all the extra geometry? I don't know. How would I find out? Oh, Control Z, redo. Redo. I didn't export it. Edit. I need to redo it now. I didn't save the model after I simplified it. Right. So let's do this. Let's simplify the model and show a wireframe. I guess that's it, Joe. That's all the mess. That's all the polygons that I guess are too many for Tinkercad to handle. It's a fair few. Bevels. Yeah, bevels. Radius 1, step 1. Problem solved. Did that simplify? I have no idea. Simplify model. Decimate level. Low. Apply. Yes, it did. Nice. Export as STL. And then switch back to Tinkercad. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to duplicate this scene. Okay. And then duplicate this scene. Like that. I'm going to turn off that particular window capture and turn off that particular window capture. And I'm doing it live. I'm going to link it to this one. So now, if I transition, there we go. Doing it live. I have to ask why Prusa made it that way. I also have to ask that. Import. Problem solved. There's the piece. So we can take it over here. Right. So, who's got a guess as to what we're going to do first? Any guesses? They should have made it PrusABlok. Save Dougie a lot of time. No, because then I wouldn't get to hang out with you all. Thicken the walls. Nope. Any other guesses as to what happens first? Hit our head on a wall? We could do, but no. Duplicate, move a copy. Move a copy to somewhere that we're not going to break it, so that we can pull it later. Should know this by now. We duplicate it and move it somewhere so we've got a safe one. Mark the holes with hole objects. Yes. Why not start from electro blocks? That is a very good question. Because the buddy board or whatever it is inside the Prusa Mini is not a standard size, I guess. So we're talking, and yes, because this is ElectroBloks. Yeah, the PrusABlok printers are in the ElectroBlok category because they interact with electronics. And ElectroBloks have been retired until I can redo them from scratch. Fair enough. I didn't know you were going that far. Did not know you were going that far. And ElectroBloks are basically custom enclosures. Yes, this is also true. So we take a box. We place it on this surface. And then we drag it to fit the sizing that we need. How far down do we go? There we go. Oh wait. And what was it? It was a union group. No, it was an intersection. Nice. And then drag it again. Oh wait, how thick are these? These are 4.29. So we go 4.28. Center, center, center. And then we just drag it again. Drag it, drag it, drag it. No, no, no. Wrong Doug, bad Doug. When I first did ElectroBloks, I wasn't doing the in-between connectors yet. This is how long ago I was messing with this idea. It definitely needs to be updated. Okay. How can I can just do this. We can do this. Shrink it small enough and duplicate. Copy one into there. Duplicate. And then we get one here. And because I duplicated it after moving it, it's gone all the way down here. Ta-da! Doot, doot. Shrink it a little bit more. Okay. Oh, wait. And shrink this one a little bit more. That's behind my face. Shrink that one. There we go. And then, oh, this one as well. Problem solved. Cool. Group it. No, don't group it. Turn them into a whole. And then group it. When it realizes what I'm asking it to do. So yes. What is that? Oh, never mind. Yes. Yes. It's fun. So originally when I did the original cantilever, the DVD motor based one, I was calling it the PrusABlok ElectroBlok printer. But that was too much of a mouthful. So I dropped the ElectroBlok naming, but they are still this whole thing does wholeheartedly fit into the ElectroBlok category group. Oh. Union. No bundle. No intersection. And then it's group again with intersect. No. What am I doing wrong here? What am I doing wrong? Absolutely, it is ElectroBlock 100%. Yes. What am I doing wrong? Bundle, no. Group, union. So why is that? Oh, because select them all. Union. Select them all. You stop it. Stop it. Oh my gosh. Right. Control Shift ungroup. Ah, cheeky toads. Wrong. Using Tinkercad. Hey, Alex. Oh, I thought I forgot to turn my mic on for a moment. Alex, you know why I'm using Tinkercad. I hope. I hope you know why I'm using Tinkercad. Right. So let's shrink those a little bit so we actually get nice nice bases to them. Whoop. Because I can't be bothered to tidy them up. So let's just trim it a bit shorter, and then eventually, potentially, we're going to get the nonsense. For the blog cred, no. No. Because, so I'm doing it in Tinkercad partly because it's funny, partly because I partly because it's funny, yes. So there is a little bit of that in going on. But it's also, if I can make this nonsense work inside of Tinkercad, what can somebody else make? And yeah, Joe just said there's no wrong way to print a block. Okay, right, group. There we go. Oh, go away. This one. Right, you move up a smidge. Right. Now we can group those. Now we've got board mount heights, board mount positions. No, because it's still got that little bit there. Go up. How about now? Now we've got tidy ones. That's the position for the screw holes for the board. There we go. Oh, there's a bit of debris. Why are you... Why? Right, you shrink. Group. Still a bit of debris. A lot of apps that I use go wonk when you have a lot selected. What do you... Okay, what do you use for yourself, Alex, if you don't mind my asking? Also, have you... I don't think I've seen you in chat before in here. So, I've seen you in the Professor's Discord. So, thank you for joining. I just twigged. Like, I recognize your name, but not from in here. Huh. Right. What do you CAD in? That sounded very accusatory. What do you use? Tell me in the comments. Why not just make a couple of cylinders and use a mesh as reference for where to place them? Used to do pro graphics art, so Coral, AI, and Inkscape. Ah, Coral. I think I used Coral a couple of times years ago. Hang on, wasn't it Coral that did PaintShop Pro? Was it Coral that did PaintShop Pro? I made my first GIF in PaintShop Pro. Yeah. PaintShop Pro. Jeez, that was good. I liked PaintShop Pro. Had PaintShop Pro 5 on Windows ME. I think it was Windows ME. Yes, I think it was. Why not make a couple of cylinders and use the mesh as reference for where to place them? Because that's the plan. Now that I've got tidy things, I can shrinky dinks and actually get the right sizes. I think that's the idea. Each program has its strengths and I use each regularly. Or I can just leave the squarish low poly holes for the screw holes to leave more meat to bite into, but then that's more complicated movements for the printing. Or I could have looked up the screw hole mounts for a buddy board and just done it that way. Why didn't I just do that one? Oh, so many random thoughts. Right, duplicate. Move you over there. Either way. We've got holes that we can now use as reference. So now we need more holes that we can use as reference and a few more holes. So let's make more holes. Oh, wow, that is janky. Just build them from scratch would be brilliant. Build the holes from scratch? Technically, the low poly holes are fuel movements. True, but they're not smooth movements. Smoothments. Doop. And then we go over here. Smoothments. Oh, what will I think of next? Smoothments. Right. Let's shrink this to the thickness of the wall. Or should I say thinner than the wall? Because we can expand it later. And then twisty twist. And then grab this one, make it thinner than the wall. So we get a nice clean cut. Embed yourself. And embedded. Okay, hole. Take one of them, grab this. Take another one, grab this. Make it as big as the printer. Technically, you could look at the hole dimensions. Yes, I could. I could look at the hole dimensions for these cutouts. But let's be honest, we all know that I'm lazy. We all know this, right? You're watching me make a PrusABlok printer. Right, let me... Oh, all of my printers are plugged in. Okay. Okay, so this does need a certain... This array here does need a certain level of depth because this is the power switch. How deep are we talking? Because I don't actually know. I don't actually know the depth of this set. So it comes out to what, there for the top? I know that we're going to be this. Most innovations are due to laziness and hubris. Oh, there's no. I need to check the definition of the word hubris. Hubris is ego, right? Is hubris ego? Excessive pride, arrogance, and or dangerous overconfidence. Oh, there is none of that here. As far as I can tell, there's none of that here. I am not arrogant. I am not overly confident. At least I don't think I'm arrogant. If I'm being arrogant, please tell me. What are you doing? Oh, it's that side. Silly. Up. Group. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Okay. So we are talking an array that is a little bit larger than 104 by 71. 105 by 71. So we need to do 80 wide because 64 would be the closest. So we need 80 wide by we need, what word am I looking for? What number am I looking for? 104 is not a PrusABlok number. 112 is. So something by 112. 80 by 112. 112. 80. And let's do, for a moment, let's just do 4.4. Let's drive home. Yeah. Enjoy your drive. Please drive safely, Cragord. Please. Please. Let's grab this lot and duplicate it and shove you there and group. And then let's group this lot. How are we looking? We are looking at this. So realistically, this lot needs to be shoved in the corner. I'll try to... don't make me laugh or anything. It's all good, I won't make you laugh. But what I will do is make you, before you do start driving, click the like button. Because you've not done it yet. Click the like button. Do it. I dare you. I'm waiting. Right, back to it. So we need to, what do we need to do? We need to, I can't really, right. Let's go, oh, I can't do it. Right, what am I trying to do? I need to increase the size of those holes. Sorry, not the size, I need to increase the depth. So we can increase the depth, but I need to drag it manually to 4.4. And then I need to drag this manually to 4.4 also. Okay, so now I can put those back in the group and then re-corner it. The reason I had to manually drag them out is because if I didn't manually drag them out and I just specified the depth, they would have extended in both directions at the same time, which would ruin the alignment. Now I can move these down to the floor. There we go. And grab them like so. Hmm. Do, 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 do. So now that's in a good place. I believe there is a reasonable amount of space at the edge. Now let's have a look at the assembly guide a moment. LCD assembly and electronics. Mounting the LCD, power switch, filament sensor. No. YZ assembly. Where's the bit about the board? Buddy board parts preparation. Mounting the buddy board. There we go. Right. So long as there is sufficient space here, we should be okay. Should be. Okay. Okay, let's do it this way. Let us make another box for a moment. We need 80 in the width. We need a length of 4.4 and a height of, let's just do 32 for the, let's do 32 for the time being. And we need to shove it inside this piece. That is insufficient space for that board mount. So we are going to have to increase the size of the block to 128. That's fine, we can deal with that. So that gives us sufficient space there. So now let's go width of 128. Align it back here. And align it here. Duplicate it again, align it here. And then duplicate this one and align it here. So 32 is insufficient height. In that case, we go to 48. Whoop, 48. And once again, 48. I've missed something. I've missed over here. This cutout, and this cutout. Now, what were they for? What were they for? Wiring. We are looking for a piece that says wiring, or we just skip forward a bit. Now, installing the Z-axis bearing, guiding the Y-axis motor cable. Okay, so that hole is important for the screen. And the motor cables come that way. So we do need a hole over here. That's fine. That's fine. Let's borrow this. Yep, duplicate, borrow it, plonk it down. Ooh, no. Okay. So there's an issue here. The rear cutouts aren't going to be in the right place. When I say in the right place, they're going to be too far recessed. So that's the power and the Ethernet, and we need those to be readily accessible. Well, we definitely need the power to be readily accessible. What can we do? What can we do? Oh wait, this is what we do. Shove it all back. Was I right with my 112? Let's move the front face of the electronics enclosure. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. So that's what I did wrong. I didn't realign it, so there's no issue there. But there is still the issue of we need a cutout for the screen ribbon cable and the whatchamacallit, the limit switch cables. Holes are still unholy. Not going to lie, don't fully get that. Don't fully. Holes are still unholy in the wrong spot. A hole in the wrong spot is inconvenient. I would argue a hole in the wrong spot is very inconvenient. What am I thinking? Thinking something. How to get this hole. It doesn't need to be exactly in the right space because it's just a cutout. I just need a rough guideline, a rough idea as to where to put the holes. Ooh, that's a thought. That's a thought. We can cheat a moment. I'm doing nothing but cheating in this one. Let's go back to the slicer. Let's do more cheating. Let's cut at that height. We want to keep object A. So what I'm stealing right now is the mounts, the offsets for the board, because I need to figure out how high they are. Split objects. Oh boy. Get rid of you. I need to keep you. I need to keep you. How tall are you? You are 5 mil. Okay. 5mm little stands that I need to put in. Yes, but the little tiny mount holes don't have as much leeway as the cable holes. Yes, agreed. 100% agree, which is why I think what I'm going to do is get the right window. There we are. I think I'm just going to have it as a rough guideline and put a hole somewhere here. And just make sure that I don't intrude or impede on something else. So long as we have holes in roughly the right place, we should be okay. So we have a hole here, roughly, and a hole here, roughly. There we go. So we can get rid of this one and bring this one back to opacity. Move you back here. And also move you back here too. Now we can cut those into massive holes. And we get something that roughly looks reasonable. Whoop. And let's just let's do this. Radius 1, step 1. 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 No, not steps 9. Step 1. Group you all together. Yes, but the little tiny mounting holes do not have as much leeway as the cable holes. No, they don't. They don't. I wholeheartedly agree. No, not steps 12. Step 1. Let me click the other one. Let me click the yellow one. There. 8. No. Not 8. Radius 1, step 1. So that looks something like an electronics enclosure box. In theory. We've got mounting holes roughly the right place, cable holes roughly the right place. We've got plenty of height to play with. Does it look reasonable? Does it look daft? Does it look like I got it off a discount online retailer? I think it does. Look reasonable? What do we think, Alex? The mounting holes are in the right place. We didn't change where the cutout holes were for the power and Ethernet, nor did we change the hole for the power switch, the micro USB, the USB, and the reset port. The only things that we have taken liberties with, I would say, is the cable cutouts. Spinning around in orbit always looks odd. Yes, it does. It really does. Especially when you don't actually focus the right object. Stop sign red. Green. Are you using voice dictation? Okay. Ungroup. Wait. Ungroup. Let us duplicate. Turn it solid. Go back to the right view for a second. Okay. There's a weird recess. Ah, home now. Well, glad you made it home safely. Can I impose? What are we looking for, Alex? Oh, good. I thought you missed a hole. Ah, you were checking if I'd missed a hole. No. I do have the... where is it? If we go to the instruction manual, the hole for the Y-axis motor cable is good. The big hole for the ribbon cable is good. Now, what I could have done is shove the ribbon cable hole at the front, but no, because that's going to be rather structural, this piece. This element here is going to be a little bit structural. So let's shove a giant array of connector holes now. Where is my giant array of connector holes? Get rid of you. Here is the array. What's the square hole at the bottom? The square hole on the bottom? That's a good question. I don't know. It's an arbitrary square hole. There's nothing that lines up with it. It's just an arbitrary square hole. I don't know why it's there, because looking at the base of my Prusa Mini that's here, that you can't see, I see nothing. And it's plugged in and it's got filament fed into it, and I don't want to pick it up. I don't want to pick it up. Right. Oh, wait. I did a base that was 4.4, so I need the connector holes that are panel connector holes. Duplicate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's 7 wide. Am I wrong? It's 7 wide. We're talking 128 by 80. So 4 is 64, so it's 5 wide. 5 wide by 128. 128 is 1632, 1632, 48, 64, 8. So 5 by 8. Duplicate. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. Then we take this section here. We zoom in. Duplicate that section. 10 mil over, 1, 2. 10 mil down, 1, 2. Ta-da! Group. Duplicate. And align. Oh, Tinkercad's starting to hate me. Align. Center, center. Nice. Focus. How many screw holes do not line up? Surprisingly, none. They all line up. Ungroup. Get rid of you. Oh wait, no. No, I needed you. Regroup. Did it ever like you is the question. Once. Once. Tinkercad liked a few of my tweets, actually. I don't know why, but Tinkercad have liked a few tweets. Just like a few of you have liked this live stream. Oh, that's a good joke. That was a good joke. Right. Ooh, I can plug my fan in because I'm getting a little bit toasty. Let's electrocute myself. Aha. Hopefully there's no wind noise. Oh, there is wind noise. Gosh darn it. There. Right. Where is my window? There it is. Duplicate. Ungroup. Get rid of you lot. And then you, and you go up. You lot are holes. Now we do the silly thing of make things that are cool. Your creations. I wonder, could I do a silly? Is there sufficient room in a connector negative to, is there sufficient room in a connector negative to use it as a screw hole mount? There is. Oh, Doug, you crazy person. Doug, you're a crazy person. And how does it look? Not ridiculously out of place. Oh, wow. That's so dumb. I love it. That's so dumb. I love it. And it's about the right height. Oh, that's horrible. Let's do it. Let's do it. Align you there and then there. Yep. Duplicate you again. Align you here and then here. Yep. Because it doesn't matter realistically. So all I need to do is get rid of a few of these screw holes, connector holes, to take into consideration the fact that they are now definitely covered from the other side. Although I don't. I do and I don't. The reason to get rid of them is to make printing nicer. So there's no overhanging space. So we can do that. We can get rid of them because printing overhangs in space. But there are sufficient to not worry about it. So let's find a view where I'm not going to grab a load of stuff. Nah, it's going to be the base view again. Do that. No, 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 and no, 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 no. Hole, group, shove them in. Right, so realistically, I can put one back there. Am I going to? Probably should. I can put one back there. And I can probably put one back there. Stuff it. Group. And then we take these that I cloned earlier, make them a bit taller, shove them to the floor, and group those two. Doop, ba-doop, 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 and group. Now we can take this piece. So we've got 5 by 48. Let's come back over to the connector array. So 48 is 3 connectors tall, and we know that it's 5. So 5 by 3. Duplicate, group, hole. And let's bring you over here. And we need 2 of you, so let's do that. No. Let me grab it. Thank you. Spin, spin. And align it in the middle, align it on the face, and align it vertically with that button there. Click it. Whoops. That and then that. Those connector holes are still in the right place, which is funny to me. Okay, so this one. We need to get rid of you, 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 and you. Because you're all impeding on the face. You don't matter for that one. Right, and then merge you in. Because that hole, is there going to be a piece of floating in space? Yes, there is. All right, never mind. You pushed your luck. Connect the hole, go away. Ungroup. get rid of you. And then regroup. And then we need to do the same again for the other two faces. Where'd you go? There you are. Nice. So it's 48, so it's 3, and it's the whole length, so it's 3 by 8. Group, duplicate. Once it finishes being silly, you're gonna let me move it. There we are. Right. Let's bring you in line here. And then here. Focus. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Rotate. Align vertically. Duplicate. No. Duplicate. Drop you there. Ungroup. But turn you all into holes, so I don't have to re-grab you all. Right. You go away. Can't have you, can't have you, can't have you. Can't have you, can't have you. Can't have you, can't have you. You're okay, you're okay. Okie doke. Drop. Spin. Ungroup, turn you into holes. So you and you and you and you. No, not the whole electronics enclosure. Oh my goodness. I have made so much mess with this. It's beautiful. That is a horrible model, but oh well. Oh well. Right. And we get rid of... Yep, you're too close to the edge. Get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. Sorted. I do believe that's that is the majority of an electronics enclosure. Now, a sensible person would think, hey, Doug, how are you going to put the lid on it and keep the lid in place? Well, Doug, that is a very good question, Doug. We do that by hijacking the corners and putting some blocks in place that will hold it for us. So let's do that. There are 4 more to delete. Go on then. Which ones? 5. Go on then. Which ones? Oh wait, that one. I see 1. So I've got the USB hole, the power switch. Dang it, do I need to make that hinge that I promised? No. Because I think a 5 by 8 panel will suffice. Because a 5 by 8 panel is a relatively standard sized panel. And we don't need to access the electronics enclosure repeatedly. Three encourage on the power switch. Yep, you're right. So, nope, nope, nope. You go away, and you go away. One by the micro HDMI. Well, there is no micro HDMI. That's micro USB. Are you saying that one's a little bit close? Are you? Are you? Duplicate. Make my steps back to 1 millimeter. Yes, you are too close. Yeah, but the extra other one far from the bottom left corner. Far bottom left corner. Okay. Could I request you screenshot it and put it into the professor's Discord for me? Because I'm not seeing what you're seeing. Other than a connector here looks really rather out of place. Doesn't quite make sense. How is my phone? 91%. Nice. Go back to the 3/4 view. Okay. It's off screen now. This view. And here we have an intense amount of focus. You join us as Doug attempts to interpret. And we've got to deal with the latency and all that good stuff. Yeah. Is it an extra connector? Never mind, it looks like you have a square hole in the bottom. Yeah, these are just floating debris that I haven't got rid of yet. Get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you, and get rid of you. They encroach on those. I say those square things were just floating debris. So in that case, group. That's what I was doing. Yes, right. 16 by 16 by 16. Why am I making a base block that I don't need to make? Because I'm silly. It's a base block with connectors on 4 sides. You, and then focus. Right. Hole. Undo. I hit it. How do I unhide things? H? No. Control H? Control Shift H? Oh, I just hit a thing. I didn't mean to hide it. Oh well. Can't be bothered. Right, flip. Duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. Right, nice. Rotate. Rotate. Yep, yep. Okay, and then rotate. They encroach on those. You go there. You go there. You go there. And then you go here. No, you go here. Nice. Right, you, align in the middle. Hole, align in the middle. Hole, align in the middle. Hole and align in the middle. And then hole, align in the middle. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, group. Okay, so now we need to get it to the surface there. And then we do duplicate, rotate, duplicate, duplicate, and then we get to do some fun. We align each one and hope that we've grabbed the right one, which we didn't. 90 degrees? 90 degrees. Control-Shift-H is show hidden. Is it? Okay, I don't know where I put it. I guess I might have deleted it. That and then that. In theory, nope, not quite. Don't know if these actually line up correctly. I don't think they do. No, they don't, because oh, so I made it cosmetic and it's useless. Oh, Doug, you dingus. Doug, you're a dingus. Not you, Doug. This Doug. This Doug's a dingus. Doug. All right, well, let's just make it rotated and have the blanking on the inside. Because I can't be bothered to fix it. There we go. And then blanking on the inside. Do 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 do. Easy fix. What's an easy fix? What am I missing out on? I could offset the connectors by 4.4, but I don't think realistically, outside of just using these as the mounting points for the lid, that they serve any other purpose. So get this, I just found a house key, door key, in my Amazon package. You found a house key in your Amazon package? Legitimately a key to a house that isn't your house? Or you found a key that resembles what would normally be a house key in your Amazon package. Does that mean that you've bought something that was a return, or the warehouse worker has accidentally dropped their keys into your package? Easy fix for the problem. Ungroup, put the blocks on the corner of the body, then group the connectors. I don't quite follow what you're saying, Joe. Ungroup, put the block on the corner of the body, then group the connectors. So the issue was that they were offset. So sorry, I may be misunderstanding what's wrong. I'm only half watching. Again, annoying. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Because what I'm going to do is this. I am just going to get rid of, once again, connectors that are unnecessary. And do the things that I need to do. Right, you, shuffle, delete you. No, come back. Ungroup you. Delete you. And then ungroup so that you're floating freeform. If you ungroup at all, put the blocks in, then regroup, then the holes in the sides will cut into the corner blocks. Yes. Yes, they will. That's currently what I'm being silly with. The thing is that I'm now needing to get rid of unnecessary connectors that can't actually be used. Because I'm silly. No, wrong way. Go away that way. Delete. Let's just make sure. Yep. Right, you come back. And then we shovel you that way. Grab this one. This one. No, this one. Delete. Bring this one back down. And then move the block out of the way a moment. Find the downwards facing connector, get rid of you, bring you back here, and then bring you back to here. Ha ha. Something like that. I will note that your blocks are now intruding on previously cut out connector holes. Ah, yes. Yes, you are right, Kevin. I would suggest trimming the corner of the blocks as much as possible so they do not interfere with loading the board. They should not interfere with loading the board. So if I group this, everything should now be cut out reasonably. Should be. We will find out. Because any new pieces that have been added are now being cut out by the holes that are being cut out after the blocks that are being merged together. Because I believe it's merging all of the solid objects, then merging all of the holes. There we go. Problem solved. I don't care about the backside. Or do I? How do I want to deal with this? This is what happens when I try and be clever. This is what happens. Because now I've got this floating region here that is going to be impossible to print. I say impossible. It's going to be really sucky to try and print. Right. Right. Let me transition over to Tinkercad momentarily. Let's be sensible. Let's have a look in, not Tinkercad, let's have a look in the slicer. How much is this going to suck? Couldn't you have made those half blocks thick? I could. I could have also used a 45-degree block because then it's actually printable. Oh, Kevin, you clever so-and-so. You clever so-and-so, Kevin. Because if we just drop down to 16-ish, how realistically do we print in midair? We can't print in midair. Can we, Doug? You can't even see what I'm pointing at. There you are. We can't print in midair. Yes, I know we can print in midair, but can you turn a corner in midair? Can you really do that movement? Can we really print that perimeter in midair without doing supports? Yep. Alex and Kevin. You clever toads. Clever so-and-sos. In all fairness, a failure will probably stack into a success by the time it matters. While I agree, I need to be sensible. I need to make it nice. So let's make it nice. Let's do it properly. Let's undo the mess that I just made and figure out a better shape of block to use. Because you've got the 45-degree block that... Oh, I missed one. You've got the 45-degree block but I can't add the chamfer onto how can I do this? There's one in the front too. Oh. Oh. Thank you, Alex. How can I make use? Can I do this? Can I? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? What am I thinking? What are you thinking, Doug? Go on, tell me honestly. Do we even know what we're doing anymore? Let's go 16 by 16. Like, how can I get this lovely corner cut here? No one will see the chamfer. It's not necessary there. Use the prism instead of the pyramid. Which one's the prism? Icosahedron, roof, pyramid, diamond, prism. Found a prism. That's not the one. Did you mean the icosa? The icosahedron? Nope. Roof, I guess they call it. Roof. $16 by 16. Yeah. So I've got that one. Drop. Okay. Take your corner cube, bring in the slant, make the slant a hole, rotate the slant 45, and cut out the bottom of the cube at that angle. At an angle. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Can we do this? Can we make use of new features and do a intersect? No, it makes it red. Oh, wait. I did it too small. I did it too small. Go, no. You go bigger. And then you come out a bit. And then you go back. Down, across. Wait, no. Get you in the middle. Get you in the middle. Yep. And then we do group intersect. And then we can put the top of the cube back. Make the corner bigger. Make the corner block bigger. So it's even easier to trim. Yeah, that'll work too. Just a little bigger. Exactly. So then we bring it out a bit. No. We bring this one. No. Ungroup, please. And then, right, you go transparent so that we can see. And then I guess we group it and intersect now. Intersect. And that's got us the weird, hopefully sensible looking, sensibly printable thing, because that doesn't seem... No, wait. That's not right. Right. I'm going to, right, Hear me out. Hear me out. Shrink it back to what it was. And then we do this. So, you and you group, intersect, and there you go. We just make it shorter, like 4. And then we shove it on top. So bring that back. No, that's the same mess. That's the same mess. Maybe we just bring it out. And we extend it backwards. So that we know that it scale stretch. And now maybe intersect. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Undo that a moment. Move you down. And now we group, we do intersect, and now we've got the right shape that sits snugly in the corner like a weird toad. Duplicate, rotate, shove it back in the corner. That is weird. But I guess that's one way of brute forcing the geometry. That works. Now we've got a nice looking corner piece where we can easily slide the board past it, and we've got the whole it's printable thing that we kind of need to have because we're 3D printing parts for a 3D printer out of a 3D printing specific construction toy called PrusABlok. What is wrong with me? Why? What? Why? Check your Discord. Okay, I'll check my Discord. This is where I was looking. Okay. And then I've got that. Right. So you were looking, Alex. This is like 20 minutes ago at this point. Here. This weird intersection corner. Or the missing connector hole. Or have we gone past that now? Or are you on about the weird little line bit here? That I still don't fully understand because they shouldn't be there. Right. Right. Let's do solid color. Yeah, the square line in the bottom. I don't understand it. It's weird. Because that's where I did the... That's where we did the what's it? And we made sure that it was fully up. Like they are, I just pressed the drop key to place them on that face. Not really drop it, no. Because they are above, or they are at ground level. So you see them move. you know, drop it to the floor. That is now this face here, not this face, because if I drop it to the floor there. So it's just weird that they've decided to make a line. So I can move it up 0.1 and then it probably won't print. I've set a hole on the surface by a drop and I've seen that same indication, but it doesn't show in the actual print. Yeah. Right, this is the first time I've actually noticed it, or the first time it's actually been prevalent. Prevalent? Evident. Right. So let's export this again. Well, group it all. When it groups. It's going to take a while because I've used a lot of weird things to make this happen. There we go. Right. Export. STL. Let's go over to Prusa Slicer. Transition the scene because, hey, we need to do that. There's Prusa Slicer. And then we go to the file browser, drag in that. No. No. Drag in the file. How did you make a box more complicated than it should have been? Easily. My name's Doug. Pleased to meet you. Are you using OBS? Yes. Yes, I am using OBS. Let's see how long this is going to take to slice. You might look at the included automatic scene switcher. Are you using your brain? Can't see it. Right. So let's go back to the thingy thing. How are we? Okay, so a ridiculous overhang there. Let's keep going up. Look at that. Look at that. Look at how beautiful it is. Just building itself up with no issues. Oh, perfect. Perfect. How nice is that? That is fabulous. Let's get a close-up. Are you going to have a hard time getting the board around those corner fill blocks? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because they're now tapered, I'm going to use that word. Because they're now tapered, the board should just slide in nicely. Should. That's pretty slick. Asked and answered. Hello, Ace. How are you this evening? The corner blocks are now tapered, so we can slide the board in at an angle and get it in that way. Unless you're doing the print, you could always pause the print, put the board in, and then finish the print. Unless you're doing the print on the Mini. So you've re-triggered a terrible idea that I've had, Joe. A terrible idea. How I need to do this one again. I have a terrible idea. You're saying to pause the print and put the main board in. What if we... There's no easy way to say this. How about the logistics of a fully print in place 3D printer? Now, you may be wondering, what about the belts? What about the rails? I don't know. I'm making this up as I go along, but I previously had the thought of a print-in-place printer. You print the base plate of it. You put the board in. You print some of the legs, or you print the motor holders, and then you put the motors in, and then you print the motors and you trap them in place. Now, the vitamins, so let's just forego printing belts. Let's forego printing the hot end and some pieces that just don't make sense, because we're already supplementing the build by putting the board in as we're printing it. But I think it would be horrible and fantastic, because then as you slice the model, not only do you have to do the layer pauses, you then have to add in exclusion zones, travel exclusion zones, so that you don't go, because you're going to be embedding the board in, so you kind of don't want to hit any ports that you need. So you need an exclusion zone that's a pseudo-dynamic exclusion zone, because I say pseudo-dynamic because it's not a permanent piece. Downside number one, the print has to be very small, a very small one, or the printer you're printing it on has to be very large. Yes. Not arguing around the board fitting in at an angle, but the sides of the top blocks aren't slanted on the sides, correct? It's only from the inside corner to the base that's slanted. Let's bring back the view of Prusa Slicer. So, okay, the box. Let's do this. Let's go back to this view, and let's do a cut. Let's rotate. The board is about this long. So the blue is where the board actually sits. There is then extra headroom. Why did the blue disappear? The purple is the extra headroom. Yes. Sunshine 3D did do the Infinizy, the expanding 3D printer. I did look at that for a while. Ken, has that answered your question for at all? So I'm just going to, let's not place on cut, let's keep the orientation. There you go. Has that answered your question, Ken? Where the cut is roughly the size of the board. We've got an extra bit of headroom at the top, so there should be sufficient space to it in. Not arguing around the board fitting in at an angle, but the sides of the top blocks aren't slanted on the sides, correct? Aren't slanted on the sides. No. They are not slanted on the sides per se. Once you get past the bevel, it does then taper into the corner. I'm having an issue visualizing it. I came in late, so I wasn't sure the board size. Thanks, I wanted to bring up a second look. Hey, thank you for the questioning it, because now we've checked a bit better. Yeah. Let's go back to the browser for a moment. Not that shot. We need this shot. And let's just have a gander. Let's Prusa Mini mainboard dimensions. Nope. That's not the one we want. How about this one? Let's go to printables. Printables.com. No, printables.com. Prusa Mini Buddy Board. Prusa Mini Board. No. Prusa Mini Board. Prusa Mini Board. Nope. Scadis, chessboard, sensor board mount, alternate board covers. I'm not seeing what I want to be seeing. Prusa Mini mainboard. Main inboard mounting bracket. No. Also, that's kind of cool. I don't know what you're achieving with that. Printed off these two brackets to mount my 3D printer to a sliding drawer on my server rack. Hell yeah! That's awesome. Right. No. So, I don't know. Wait, can you not tilt it in? Yes, we're going. Gosh, Ace, it's like you just got here. Yes, we're going. Yes, we're tilting the main board in. The question, which is why we've revised from having big squares in the corners, which looked better in my opinion, but hey, now the triangles look even cooler. We can tilt it in. The question was, is it going to fit at all? And yes, we think it is. We think. There's one way to find out, and that's just to print it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to print it. But at the same time, I don't want to take apart the Prusa Mini yet until we've actually got all the parts printed. So we've got this. So let's not get distracted again. Let's get sensible. Let's do another block for the top cover. Right. You lot, hole. Let's just make sure that I've actually got the right preview. Yes, I've got the right preview. We need height 4.4. Radius 1. Steps 1. Length 80. No, 128. Engagement farming. I'm not engagement farming. I'm... I was going to say something there, but no. No. Cool. You go there, you go there. You're engagement farming. Of course you are. Doot. That and then that. No. Center. Group. Well, if he's engagement farming, then engage. Okay, I'll engage. Your mother was a hamster and your father smells of elderberries. Yeah, take that. Yeah. Okay, so that's then the top panel for the electronics boxy box. So you go over there, you get out from behind my face camera, you go over there, and then you go over there as well. So now we get to put it into the assembly that we've got over here somewhere. How and how? Right, we can get rid of you, we can get rid of you, and we can potentially get rid of you. So we put it back onto there, we put it onto there. So no, we can't get rid of you yet. You need to get yourself a Biffa Hugo There tee. I don't know what a Biffa Hugo There t-shirt is. I'm not hip or with it. Doug, you're a dingus. You're an absolute dingus. How are you supposed to put the cables through without putting it on this piece here? Boom. So then you got clearance. Or, better yet, you go down and then you go there. No. There. And then we add an extra block of height. So we've got the cable holes. Or half block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Biffa is a UK gaming YouTuber who does traffic fixes in cities' skylines for viewers by viewers directing traffic. That is somebody that I might need to have a look at. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got a half block offset around the whole thing, which makes no sense whatsoever. A full block might make more sense. Maybe. Yes, full block makes more sense. So then we can add a full block for the feet. Yes. Yes, that works. A full block for the feet works. I don't like this. I don't like this. To me, this should be embedded here. I could be wrong, but I feel like it should be embedded. But that's something that we can look at later. Remember the case, you're replicating a bunch of extra bits sticking out. Yes, it does have a bunch of extra bits sticking out that don't fully make sense. Something. Right. Where is? Somewhere, I believe, I have the Prusa Mini bed as a 3D model, as an STL. So let's go find that. Let's go on a scavenger hunt and find the Prusa Mini bed within my Tinkercad. Because I need to check that things actually make sense. Gallery. No, not the public gallery. My designs, thank you, Tinkercad. No, not you, not you. It's a Prusa Mini bed PrusABlok printer, which should have a model of the Prusa Mini bed. Let's copy that and bring it into here. We rotate it. And then we get confused as to why I can't see it. There we go. And the bed is actually the other way around. Oh, Tinkercad's having a hissy fit because I've got too much going on my browser. Let's just mirror it because mirroring's easier. Okay. Okay. Right. Drop you there. So there's a frame underneath, but so long as we don't actually collide with the screen, we should be okay. Nope, wrong way. This way. That'll be fine. There's room. Remember, the tolerances aren't perfect. That one printer block isn't sitting right. I mean, this one. Is that what you meant? Also, hello, Reliance. How are you doing? No, no, no. That other one. Oh, you're doing this. You're doing that, are you? You toad. Okay. I think that looks like a Prusa Mini made out of printer block. I could be wrong, but it looks about right. What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? I think it looks like a Prusa Mini. Friggin' amazing. Thank you, Joe. It looks like a Prusa Mini. Time for a core 1. Okay. Sure. Although I think the Prusa XL would be a bit more fun. Yeah. The core 1 would be very interesting. So, knob hole in the screen has a straight line. Yes, it does. It really does. Okay, let's do this. Let's go for a top. Let's go top. Right, you move out of the way. Right. No, don't want that. Let's do this. And then we need... Oh, Tinkercad, you're struggling. You're struggling, buddy. It's a feature. Exactly. It's not. Create new 3D design. And then we have just the PrusABlok Mini. We copy, we paste. This is how you do it's really not how you do version control. Don't take this as advice on how to do version control. But now we've got all the things that we've modified in one place. Now we get to take it apart. We don't need the bed. Motor mount, rail block, 12 by 2 or 13 by 2, Gigantoblock, 1 by 2, that, and that. We've got 4 of these. Yep, we've got 4. We've got a top panel. We've got a electronics enclosure. We've got a rail thing. We don't need these rails. We don't need these rails. We don't need these rails. We don't need this motor. We've got another 1 by 4. We've got another 2 by something. We've got another rail block. We've got a Y idler. We've got another rail block. You can go away. Another one of you. So let's keep you two together. A 1 by 2 and a 1 by 2. A thing that I don't remember what it's called. More importantly, what colors are you printing this in? Great question. Great question. I feel like we need to stick with the Prusa orange for... Okay. Give me a moment. Give me a moment and I'll separate them by color. Let's take the standard blocks that aren't unique to the Prusa Mini and put them on the left-hand side. Are they sponsoring filament? They did provide some PETG. They provided 2 rolls of PETG, but they've not demanded that it be printed in Prusa filament. They've not made any demands. They just threw a Prusa Mini. They threw the Prusa Mini. They threw the Prusa Mini at me, and said, "Have fun." So, you know, it's... I feel like it needs to be in Prusa filaments, though, because it is a Prusa printer. Definitely Prusa orange for the Prusa Mini components, the Prusa Mini specific components, and then Gigantoblock can be any colors. Right, what angle did I get this at? 135. Okay. Things will make sense in a moment, trust me. Trust the process. Trust the process. Right, grab you. Line you all up, squish you all together. And then line you all up and squish you all together. And then drop you all to the same height. There we go. And then drop you all to the same height. Drop you on the floor. Drop you on the floor. Okay. 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 Are we ready for the fun part? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 12. And again. 14. Then drag you all up to the same point. Then drag you there. Drag you there. Put you there. Any more? There we go. And then these ones would print, but wouldn't be great. There we go. Spread them all out. Knurling, or whatever it's called. Watching you do this in Tinkercad, moving them in space like this is wild. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm just arranging my blocks. I'm just arranging everything. Tinkercad man. I know, thank you. Thank you very much. So that's the that's really so few Gigantablock. That is so few. Why is there so few? Like, I guess, yeah? Okay. Right, now the Prusa Mini, PrusABlok specific parts. Yeah. There. Right. Let's do it again. The Prusa Minis are of skeletal. They really are. They really are skeletal. Like, there's just nothing to them. Not translucent. Put you here. And then spread you out. There we go. Yes. Right. Let's check that that's on the face. Drop it down. Align it back. Then drop. Shove you back there. Just keep going. You drop. No. Rotate again. Drop. And place you somewhere here. Nope. Put you over here. And then you can go here. Drop. You go with your compadre. Last day of the old style bed slingers. Last of the old style bed slingers. Yeah. I mean, I like the Prusa Mini. I do. I do. It's the two that I picked. I picked up two secondhand for how much did I pay? For not that much, realistically. And they had 70 something hours on them, and they've just been really rock solid. I've got no complaints. No complaints at all with them. Oh, so many little pieces. So many little pieces. No, flip. Make you solid. And then... Oh. You're the wrong ones. You're the wrong ones. You two go away. The right one is here. Wherever you've gone. Where did you go? Hello? Hello? Oh, you're over there. Copy paste. Nice. Focus on you a moment. You need to be printed in this orientation. Drop you down. Nothing sketchy or untoward. No, that's fine. You get dropped that way. You and you. Right. Sadly, not the last at all. No, you've had a bed slinger recently, haven't you, Joe? There's been a pain in the tuchus. I cannot remember the, not literally, quote, the last of the bed slingers, but, quote, last of the multicolour breed. Pre-multicolour breed. Ah. Yeah, there's no way to get the... There's no official support, I should say, to get the MMU onto the Prusa Mini. Not without, like, a love board or something, or whatever they call it. And a boop. The longer LK10, they asked me this morning to unlist the video because they're going to be working on the design, which is good. Okay. You saw what I was setting up. Yes. So he has called it, so going on 3 days. What's going on 3 days? Is this it? This can't be it. This can't be. Is this all the pieces? This is everything. Ah. So he's going to be doing a third stream for his index build. Don't blame him. Do not blame him at all. You are doing all 3 of them. Right? You mean converting all 3 of my Prusa Minis into PrusABloks? Convert all 3 of my Prusa Minis into PrusABlok printers. Ah. I could do... I could convert them all. I could. However, unlike Jurassic Park, I'm actually going to heed their wisdom. Just because I could convert all 3 of my Prusa Minis into PrusABlok printers doesn't mean that necessarily I should convert them all. I could tell you to shut up. No, that's my line. That is my line. What your line is don't forget to have a drink. What my line is why is this not showing the chuffing... Because I changed projects. Reliance, stop encouraging him. Stop encouraging him, Reliance. So in theory, I'm still a little bit taken aback by this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 29 pieces. 29 unique, well, not even unique, 29 total pieces with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 29 of which are unique or not repeats. That's really not that much. Something feels wrong. I've not done the spool holder. Whatever. Okay. Okay. Right. Export. Sure. My Bastion tank is 29 unique and 143 total. Dude, I need to look at your Bastion tank. I need to look at the Bastion tank. Oh. Stop it. See? See now? Now it's PrusABlok after dark. Because my lights turned off. Right. Okay. Let's switch to the Prusa slicer scene. Let's now plate everything up, I suppose, and see how long it's going to take. Prusa slicer, and then let's just rename the file to PrusABlok Mini. Okay. Dinner plate it up. Exactly. Right. Split. Objects. Arrange. What? What? 5 plates? 5 plates? 5. What? Let's find out. Let's just leave it on stock. We're just going to leave it on stock speed, stock filament. We're using a Prusa Mini. I don't like the input shaper profile, but screw it. I mean, what's wrong with this? 454 open edges. Right click the icon. Okay, sure. You just fix that a moment. How many hours total? We're going to find out. Let's just let Windows repair this piece because it's broken. You can't see the frame, see the window, but it's okay. Oh, 5 plates. 5. Windows is just fixing. No, wrong one. This one. Then we do this, and then bring it on top. See, it's repairing the model. I just thought it'd be more. I thought there'd be more. That's why I'm shocked. Like, I was expecting this to be horrific, like 20 bajillion things. Like, I thought there'd be more things. Okay, slice. Slice all. Builds Prusa Mini. Shocked it's mini. Shut up. Yes. Because I've done it in PrusABlok. Like, I thought I would have to have more parts. Like, okay. So it's probably going to need support bracing. We've not got any of that yet. We still need to have the however many blocks it is underneath to level it out to be correct for the electronics enclosure. So we still need like a bunch more half block gigantoblocks. Like, we still need a bunch of those. So let's just say add 8 more of those. Spread out. Like, it just feels wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna jinx it. Like 100%, I'm gonna jinx it. Like, this currently feels a little bit easy, but we've not even done half of the problem yet. Like, we're about at the halfway point, realistically speaking. Like, we've built the Mini. We've modeled it in Tinkercad. We're about to print it all. We then get to take the Prusa Mini apart, rebuild it, and then what's that one? Oh, make sure it still works with the stock firmware. Oh, and parody the build guide. Whatever. But I'm jinxing myself by saying, at this point in time, it feels a little bit easy. Too easy, no points. Too easy, no points. Okay. But I'm complaining that something's going well. And now, and again, I'm jinxing it. I know I'm jinxing it. Yeah, don't say that. 100%. Like, I'm screwing myself over with it. 100%. But it's fine. It's fine. Like, I can already imagine the screw holes are going to be... You're speaking as if it's printed. Oh, I know. I know. I can already just imagine bits like the square nut holes are going to be too small or something. Or the alignment for the Y idler is going to be off. And the motor block's going to be the wrong way round or some daft nonsense. That's going to have like a perpetually increasing number of things that are going to have to get reprinted because I've just not noticed it. Like, hands down, there's going to be some nonsense that does that. You're sliced, you're sliced. Slice this bed up. Like, hands down, there's going to be some nonsense that ruins this. And it's going to be the little things that keep turning up that are just going to torture us. Okay. What's okay? Pendulum swing. Now you're too negative. It's fine. No, genuinely though. This is great. Are we there yet? Herzl, where have you been? What time do you call this? The stream started 2.5 hours ago. Every time you say that, I picture a dog drinking tea. Yes, I, quote, watched, end quote, from the start. Did you now? That could be a problem. We'll figure it out, if that's going to be a problem. That looks a little bit thin. That looks a little thin. That'll work. Sure, whatever. And then the last plate. So, what's the bets? You get one clue, 3.5 hours. What's our guesses on total print time? And guesses on total filament? Anybody? You get one clue of 3.5 hours. 67 hours. Of course you say that. And this plate is 50 grams of filament. 427, 427? 4 hours, 27 minutes? I'm on about all of the plates, Alex. All 5 plates. Not Alex, sorry, Ken. All 5 plates. You say 5 plates, 4 hours, 27 minutes. 24 hours. 3, 1. 2 kilos total and 24 hours of total. Okay. 4 days, 27 minutes. Okay. Right. So we've got 1 day, 4 days, 3, 1. 3 days. Okay. Okay. 2 days, 9 hours, 3 minutes, and 43 seconds. So the closest was Cragord with 3 days. And a grand total of 1 kilo. Reliance 67. I suppose, yeah. Yeah. A little over a spool. Yeah. That's not bad at all. I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. Yeah. I don't print much, huh? So, if we've got... Boop, boop, boop. Right. I'm taking a screenshot of that one. Let's now shuffle it. Let's shuffle the lot. Let's split things up a bit more to make it a bit safer. I say safer. I mean, yes, I could just send it. It's kind of tempting, to be honest, to just send it. Oh, that's a bad idea. That is a bad idea. Just print it all on the belt printer. I have not designed this with belt printing in mind at all. No downtime. Well, the Prusa stack is looking better. It'll be fine, yes. Print it on the H2S. I don't have an H2S. I don't have a Bamboo Labs printer. All of my printers have some degree of open source about them, or open design about them. AceGang Hub. Just add a plate or two. There wasn't a time restriction. Bamboo? Ew. Right. Let's do this. You move there. You move there. You move there, and you move there. Now let's arrange the current plate. Arrange current bed. Okay. What are you doing? Arrange current bed. Arrange. Why are you floating in space? Why aren't you on that bed? Okay, screw you then. As a company, I don't like their values, but just for a printer, it is the closest thing to buying a microwave. Yeah. Alex, print it on the Prusa Maxi. I don't have a Prusa Maxi. I don't have a Prusa XL. The largest printer I think I've got is the Construct 3D C1. You go here, you go over here, you go over here, you go here, you go here, there, right, you here, and you here, and you, nope, you go there, you go there, no, you go there, and you go there, and who else can go over there? You can go over there. You can go over here. Let's get a new plate. And, ooh, you can go on that plate too. And you can go on that plate. I disagree, but it's good that we're not all the same. Lol. Yes. My A1 has just been as much trouble as my other printers. It being locked down makes it infinitely harder to service compared to my other printers. So there's one thing I like, some aspects of what people have made around the Bamboo A1 and A1 Mini. There is the bed swappers, the bed swapper mods. I like those. I really do. And using the AMS for spool failover with a bed swapper mod, fantastic. I do enjoy that. I wish I had one for specifically that reason. Now, there are things on the Prusa Mini like print shift, but that requires more in-depth tinkering than the bed swapper mods do. Dumb question, would the leftmost item on plate 4 be faster if it was oriented on its side? I don't know. Let's find out. Let's slice plate 4. I'd always be worried about a costly failure. I agree. I too would be worried about a costly failure. But that's where the detection stuff that Bamboo have got would be quite nice, because it should detect. Slicing. That's why I call it a microwave. Do you service your microwave? I cleaned my microwave yesterday. Some food exploded in it, and I had to. It doesn't detect like that though. Really? All right, come on, finish. So that would be. So Ken, that is 10 and a half hours with the L block oriented higher. So going from layers, well, going from 32mm to 64mm. If we put it on its face, no, put it on its face. Really? You really want to play that game? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. I forgot how long it was taking. It was like 10 and a half. Let's find out if it's faster. Oh, well, thank you for dropping by, Joe. I hope you enjoyed this. Yeah, I'll see you on Thursday, potentially. Come on. Yes, you said 10 and a half hours. Thank you. 10 hours, 12 minutes. So, in theory, 20 minutes faster. In theory. Do I need any more separation on these for a good mixture of colours? I've got 3 Prusa Minis. I may as well get them all to do 3 plates in 3 colours. So let's do you, you, you. So 3, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. This seems like it would be a good level of colour separation. I could be wrong, but let's find out because I enjoy saying that. Let's take Joe's words of wisdom and let's give it a go. Because with 3 Prusa Minis, we can do 3 plates on each with 3 colours of each. My next printer is either a U1 Soval or, never thought I would say this, a K3. My U1 is my new favourite printer. My SV08 is my least favourite printer. I've got a Creality K1. It still works. It's nice. I like it. I've got a Creality Ender 3. I hate that it still works because it's reliable. And I hate that it's reliable and it still works because I can't justify getting rid of the thing. Like, I don't know what else to say. It works. It's so annoying. Right. Okay. I need to change one nozzle on the original Prusa Mini, not the Prusa Mini Plus. I need to change that from a 0.2 to a 0.4. I need to change to a Prusa filament, and then I need to get the cameras pointing at them correctly. And there we go. Holy shindigs. Aside from fixing the errors with the screen model, I can let it run that. Oh, I need to rename all the files. Give them their sensible names. But that's some admin. Yeah. Okay, folks. What do we think? What do we think? Like 3 days of total printing time, give or take. What was it? I've got the screenshot somewhere. Pictures, screenshot, captures. Nope. Pictures. I don't know where the screenshot went. Where did the screenshot go? That one. Come on. Load up. Time to start the next project. Almost. Almost time to start the next project. Not quite yet. Pin. I want to see the picture. Gosh darn it. Paint. YOLO, I forgot to put the glue down. Yeah, you'll be fine. Tool changes are so nice. Hard to go back, to be honest. Your next project. Change a block. Change what block? Oh, tool changer. 2 days, 13 hours, 34 minutes, 21 seconds. 2 days, 13 hours, divided by 3 is 48, 61, because I'm good at maths. Basically 24 hours of printing across per printer. My Mini is getting MMU. I wish, unless you've actually found some proper documentation that there is official MMU support coming to the Prusa Mini. Do, 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 do. Okay. Right, right, right. Come on, hurry up finishing slicing, please. Please. And at that point, yes. Right. Let's have a quick check. How are we looking? How are we looking? That's your next project. You're going to take it on and figure out how to make it work. That's nuts. I'm not that intelligent. I'm not that smart. I'm doing PrusABlok printers. How can I be that smart? Come on, Cragord. That's your project. You do it. Oh. Oh dear. You need to look at those off stream. Don't put yourself down, bud. I'm the silly fool. I'm the buffoon. I'm the Muppet that's doing this stuff. Go on, have you finished slicing yet? Almost finished slicing. This is going to be nuts. I'm looking forward to. I am properly excited about building this printer now. I am properly excited about the PrusABlok. Well, the PrusABlok Mini to be specific. Like, I am excited. I talked to the metal shop on bending metal for a Core 1 Mini. Oh? Excitement maxing. Oh, dude. We could do that after this. We could core XY the PrusABlok Mini in. We could core XY convert a PrusABlok Mini. We could do that. We could. Go more broad. Nah, go more broad. What do you mean go more broad? It has been done 3 times. Just make your own, make it an IDEX. PrusABlok Mini IDEX. That would be beautiful. And yeah, I know that Core XY mods have been done for the Prusa Mini. I've seen a few. Mini with IDEX. That would be great. That would be great. Oh, wait, hang on. If you changed it from a bed slinger Cartesian to a moving portal, so the Z and X move, you know, the Z and X move along the Y-axis. That could be. Why is everything based on based off Prusa? Because I currently have a kit, a Prusa Mini kit, and that's the one that I'm currently working on. The next obvious would be the big PrusABlok printer and making an adapter to take the index head onto a Wham Bam Mutant plate and then just building the holder assembly there. Because all that work is done. Isn't the kit the one this series built? Yes. The Prusa Mini has been built in the Prusa Mini kit's been built in the series. We're about to start printing out all the pieces to turn that one. I'm gesturing up here because it's this one up here. Actually, I can do one better. I can do hide that window. I can do that. There you go. That's the Prusa Mini that's been built in this one. And that's going to now be printing parts to convert itself to PrusABlok, to PrusABlok. And as I was just saying, go moving portal and then you can put index on it. That's my point. What? What? I'm lost. Why build it just to rebuild it again? Because the point in building that Prusa Mini was to print parts to take it and turn it into a PrusABlok printer. That was the point. Because I've not yet done a Cartesian bed slinger that's been good. I've done Core XY. I've done Core XY in PrusABlok. I've mostly done Delta in PrusABlok. It's that last bit. Let me call. You're missing what I'm saying. What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh, geez. Now I'm gonna have to work out how to get your audio in. Where is that one that I used? This was your first build too, right? No, first Prusa build, yes. Discord's taking its time to load. Why build it just to rebuild it again? Well, thank you, Alex, for joining. I mean, we will be there. Sentence Thursday, same time. Hopefully, we've got parts printed by that point, so we can start building the frame out of PrusABlok. Yeah. So thank you for joining, Alex. What am I doing wrong? I'm doing something wrong. I don't know if I can hear. Can I hear you? Yes. Can everybody else hear you? No. Hmm. Hang on. Wait. Wait. Okay. I found out how to put your audio in. So in theory, people can hear you.
Okay, so people can hear me now?
In theory.
Right.
In theory. So let's
Okay.
find out.
Actually, here, I can
Very good.
unmute.
Can
Yes,
you
people
hear?
can hear me.
Okay.
Mhm.
Right. So what was your question? What was I not picking up?
So I will admit I've been playing Mario Kart while watching, so I'm not like totally locked into the conversation, but we're talking about like next project as a joke, and I brought up, oh, you should make an IDEX because I know that you were really interested, like you've always really been interested in IDEX printers.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't know mechanically how they operate compared to other printers, but I was just confused why everything had to be locked down to the Prusa Mini because the whole point of this series is to build a Prusa Mini, then have it print the parts to PrusABlok itself. So you are going to take the parts that you are printing that take like I think it was like 2 days, 8 hours or something like that. And
So
then after those, oh sorry.
the current is 2 days, 13 hours, 29 minutes
Okay. So it's
on a
going to
single
take
printer.
like over 2 days, and then the next couple streams are going to be you taking that printer, the printer that's on screen right now, and
Yep.
turning it into the PrusABlok printer, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then what would be the point of breaking it a third time or breaking it down a second time to build it up a third time? Why would you not just move to another printer and have this one that you built on this series print out the pieces for a new build? Because then you
Because
have a little bit more freedom to like start over with even more, like you could go even crazier and you would have less restrictions.
so one of the joys. Oh, thank you for joining, Ken. Again, if you want to see more of this nonsense Thursday, same time.
Come back Thursday.
Yes, come back on Thursday for more of this nonsense. So, why would I take the PrusABlok Mini once this is complete and make it turn itself into something else?
Yeah.
Because it's PrusABlok and it can do that.
I
You can
guess it just
you can extend it once it's completed.
yeah,
That's
I feel like that would be better suited to other hardware though.
probably. it probably would be better suited. But again,
Because I feel like most of the time you're just like, oh, this would be a really hard to do. Why am I putting all this pressure on myself? Like you put a couple streams ago, you put that like thing on the poll on stream that was like I'm trying to remember what the poll was, but it was like, should
a
I
printer
make this you were like, should I make this project 10 times harder for myself or should I not? And everybody's like, dude, it's not worth it. Stop making it a billion times harder. And you're like, oh, but guys, what if you do vote that I should make it harder? Like, no, just get it
okay,
finished.
so no, so that was should I print the parts for the PrusABlok printer on a PrusABlok printer? That was, I believe that was the quiz, the poll, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was should you have a print-a-block printer print all the pieces for the PrusaBlok?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I
And it
mean,
was like, why?
because that is the true recursive nature of PrintABlok, of the PrintABlok printers. A PrintABlok printer printed in part on a PrintABlok printer. It's part of the fun.
I know, but to me the fun of it is if it's self-replicating, why would you not want to make more printers, not like keep
Iterating on
like
the same hardware.
what?
Iterating upon the same base plate, the same base.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I feel like it's way cooler if it is making like if it's replicating, not
Yeah.
just continuously working on itself. It's like if you were to make another printer, then it's like it's self-replicating, which is I feel like way cooler.
Yeah.
It's a difference of opinion, not a difference of like what's right and wrong.
No, I agree. It would make more sense to make the next one. I 100%
No,
agree. It makes sense to make the next one.
what we need is for the next project, you need to sponsor me to build one. No, I'm kidding. Well, not fully kidding, but I did get an idea, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta pitch this to him later off stream because I think he would really like it." But I was sitting in in the previous stream, and I was like, "Dang, that's a pretty good idea." Because I've been on that custom printer kick with my stream on Friday, and so I'm like, speaking of which, I still gotta get the thermistor and hot end soldered, and I have to put the like white plastic parts on the end of the motor so they'll actually go into the board.
Okay.
But I'm too
So,
scared to do that.
Reliance has said, "Welcome to the ADHD mindset,"
Yes.
and then Cragod pointed out,
He typed
Crag,
HD, and so I
yeah,
wasn't gonna make a comment about that.
no, it's fine. And then Cragod said he redesigned the wheel just to do it. I did remake
Yeah.
a wheel on stream just because.
Which wheel?
A PrintABlok compatible wheel. I made a pivot
No.
wheel.
Was that the one where you had that like the that was the ratchet piece?
No,
Where
that
like
wasn't the
this one
ratchet.
apart?
If I change back to Edge, the Edge view.
Is this
Okay,
the
so
one on the screen that helps you choose the options?
I'm just making sure that I've picked out the right one. No, so it's just a generic pivot, a generic pivoting block.
Oh.
Yeah, nothing exciting realistically. So, not that exciting, but the point remains.
Oh, okay. That's part of the stuff that I missed earlier
Yeah.
in the stream. Okay. No, what you
So,
need to do, go back to the on the screen how it has the knob
yeah.
that switches between options. Have you done anything for that?
Nope. Not yet.
You should just do like one print a block
Yes. That's kind of
or
what I'm
like
thinking.
just like as an aesthetic piece.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
All right, well, I thought of it without hearing from you, so technically I thought of it first. I'm just kidding.
I'm dyslexic as hell. Reliance, it's fine. I knew what you meant.
That's why I
Aces,
wasn't gonna say anything. I didn't say anything about it. I went, "Oh, ADHD mindset." I was like,
yeah.
I don't know what to say to that.
You
But
just read it out. You
yeah,
just read it out without the typo.
ABS is an interesting material. For
I've
some
still
reason,
never printed it.
the K1 prints ABS really well. Like, I'm constantly shocked by. I just printed a piece for the baby belt, and I did it out of ABS, and I printed it once, and it only peeled in like one of the back corners, but the rest of it did not peel at all, and it only took one time to print it. I was like blown away. It's
That's
on generic settings. I didn't even calibrate it yet.
nice.
Well, technically I did, but technically not. It,
You did an initial test piece and then didn't do anything else.
me?
I'm guessing.
Oh no, see. I don't want to give it away, but I don't calibrate each individual brand. I just calibrate each individual material. So technically,
Uh,
it's like Inland ABS, but it's actually XYZ Wear ABS. So they're two different
uh,
brands, but they are calibrated because I have the new hot end. I have that Obsidian unicorn nozzle, so I have to calibrate
I'm
everything.
still
Which you
jealous
should
that you.
calibrate your stuff.
No.
Yes.
No, generic profiles are good enough.
Yeah, well, when the big tree tech guy comes up to you and asks you 3 times whether or not your parts are 3D printed or not, then you can talk to me about good parts. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I only say that because you were there, and I was talking to Zombie in voice chat where I was like, I should brag about this in front. You were standing right next to me, the guy from Big Tree Tech. You were
Yes.
talking about the about your stuff that I won't leak because I'm not sure if you've been able to talk about it yet. I think it was stuff from Smurf, but I don't want to.
Were you on about? Were you on about that?
Remember, there's a little bit of a delay. Got off stream for a second. What?
The screw
Oh
hook
yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. That and then and then my logo keychain, the Ace
Yeah.
Gamer keychain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm. Yeah. You. Yeah. You take things to another level.
Wait, are you complimenting me or insulting me?
Yes. Both. I have the
Oh no.
Polymaker, so I have the profile for it. But then that's not specific to. Well, I suppose you're. That's not
If
specific
you
to
want a
your
tutorial
environment.
on how to
To
calibrate your filament, check out my
yeah.
channel. I need to
Yeah. I'm gonna
update.
have to link that now.
I'm thinking about updating my video because calibration has shifted a lot since I made that video, and I reference it in like every video. It's kind of cool though. I feel like I get to feel like an actual YouTuber because I get to be like, in this video I said blah blah blah, and then I insert a clip from that video. I feel like that's the part. That's the time when I'm like, you know what, I've been doing this for long enough where I can just like cite stuff that I've already said, which is kind of cool. Um, but no, the only reason that
Oh, good.
I
Sorry.
don't trust generics. They're I hesitate to call them good. I think they're perfectly acceptable, but I like to I like all my stuff to look really really good because I think we're talking about different zombies.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, that.
You've got your
Sorry,
friend
my zombie.
Zombie, but Kragord is referencing Zombie Hedgehog.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
met Zombie Hedgehog.
E3D High Flow Obsidian 500. I want this hot end. What
Well,
do
if
you
you want to
use?
know more about that Hada,
Well, hang on. No, you've got the Obsidian, not the Obsidian 500.
oh my gosh,
The Obsidian 500,
buzzkill.
as the name suggests, 500 degrees. Madness. And on the
500 degrees.
yeah,
I'm gonna look this up.
it's an ultra high temp. It's a silly, silly nozzle.
Okay, E3D Obsidian 500. Oh, it's only for. They've got bamboo ones. They've got a Revo. They've got a Prusa.
Mm-hmm.
Prusa. Oh, that's all they have is Prusa bamboo.
Yeah.
Revo.
Right. So sentences. I need to, for a moment, get back to the point that I was making earlier.
Mm-hmm.
2 days, 13 hours, 29 minutes on a single printer. So that's, I could, if I set all of this off tomorrow morning on all three Prusas, assuming no fails, I could, in theory, have all of this printed for Thursday. So we could be building this on Thursday, assuming no fails.
Or if there are fails, you catch them pretty quick.
Yeah. So madness. The single longest
What's
print
on?
is 10 hours.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to. We could chat after your stream. I don't want to derail your stream here in the end. I just wanted to, for the record, there about that
Okay.
to make
It's all
sure
good.
that I wasn't viewed as a little hater.
It's all good. It's all good. Right.
All right. Well, thanks for having me, Dreams
Yeah, no
Chat.
worries.
Well, I guess I'm technically part of chat, so
No worries. I think
I'll
do
let
you
you
really
wrap
have a
up the
point?
stream.
Yes, I
Thanks
do.
for having me. If you wanted to talk more, I'll be in my own VC playing Marvel Rivals.
Fraggle's got a point. I have a feeling he's getting ready to crash out. Yes, I am. So it's pretty much just an outro at this point. Because you can tell that I've slouched. I've
Here he goes.
slouched.
All right, enjoy crashing
Right.
out. I'll see
Thank
you.
Okay. That was a tangent. Right. So, once again, I'm saying the right so nonsense. You have changed color too. Yes. Yes, I've gotten redder as I've done this. Think of a sentence, bring it all back together. I am going to try over the course of Wednesday and Thursday to see how much of this I can get printed. I do need to change one of my Prusa Minis to a different nozzle. I do need to change out 2 different rolls of filament to be Prusa filaments. So if I focus on getting the Y and the Z printed, we can get the frame for the Y and the Z completed. And we can start to copy the original manual with the Prusa Mini block parts. That sounds like a plan. Am I optimistic that it will happen? We'll find out. We will find out. And if you want to see that, as I'm sure you've heard numerous times, Thursday, 21:30 British summertime, which is 22:30 Central European summertime, which is 4:30 p.m. US East Coast, which is 3:30 p.m. in Texas. As for West Coast, I have no idea. Probably like 1 p.m. or something daft. Well, 1:30. Probably. And I did all of that on the wrong shot. I should have done it on this one. And now you can really see how tired I am. Right. Thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed this, there's a like button. If you want to torture somebody, share it. If you want to see more of this, you can subscribe. You can click the links in the descriptions and go to shops like 3D Jake and get yourself something nice because, hey, why wouldn't you want to treat yourself? We'll see. We will see. Cheerio. I'm good at this. Honest. I can do this. It's fine. We achieved so much. We did the electronics enclosure. We did the bed. We laid out the bed. We did lots. We did lots. Bye.